The Bible is the Word of God. It accurately predicts the future hundreds of times. Jesus of Nazareth, he's the only expected person in all of human history. Romans chapter 1 verse 2 says that the gospel was predicted beforehand by prophets of God in the Holy Scriptures. Prophets like Zechariah, who in chapter 9 verse 9 said, the king of Israel will come in humble and riding on a donkey. You see, Jesus, he's the only expected person in all of human history. No one wrote about me or you or Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton or Napoleon Bonaparte before they were born. Jesus of Nazareth, he's the only expected person in all of human history. 500 years before Christ was born, Zechariah chapter 11 said, a good shepherd's going to be sold for 30 shekels of silver. 1,000 years before Christ was born, Psalm 22 says they would gamble over his clothing. And they did that. The Roman soldiers gambled over the clothing of Jesus Christ because it was one piece, the tunic, so it would have been worthless to split it and rip it, right? So they gambled over it. The life, the death, the resurrection of Jesus Christ, it was predicted by God for thousands of years in the Word of God. God is not asking you to throw away your logic by coming to Jesus Christ. There is something radically different about Jesus Christ than every other false prophet or pope or Buddha or any of that nonsense. Jesus is the only expected person in all of human history. And the Bible is the sure Word of God. God predicted the arrival of His Son thousands of years before He came here in the Garden of Eden. In Genesis chapter 3, God said, a child is coming, an offspring of the woman Eve, someone from her lineage, and he will crush the head of the devil. And in the Garden of Eden, God sacrificed God sacrificed an animal and clothed the nakedness and shame of Adam and Eve. That was a fuzzy picture of what the Messiah would do, dying in order to forgive us of our sin and cover us from our shame, my friends. That's what Christ does.